Welcome to Magic the Gathering Online Holiday Cube Edition.
Well, yeah, this is definitely the cube. This is where we're going to be, is the cube. That's logical, by the way. He's with me
I'm
today.
logical to you. I did not participate on Saturday, ergo, Cube.
Yeah, we're doing more cube because I still can, and though I've got that and other things still remaining in there. A lot of cons still. I think the cons I'm going to at some point it'll become.
It didn't auto-tweet, by the way.
It takes a while. Give it like a minute.
When did you start? Like, let me look at...
Literally 30 seconds ago.
Okay, fine. I may be a little overly paranoid about this now.
Like literally 30 seconds ago.
It's okay, it's probably fine. I'm just overly paranoid.
Okay, anyway. But yeah, so the cube is here. Trying to think what else is going on. Just the cube.
Just so far, the Cube. Yeah, you did not completely destroy value.
I didn't destroy any. Like,
Yeah, which is pretty impressive, honestly.
like, I guess I destroyed Mirage packs. That happened.
I guess you could say it was all just a mirage.
No.
Okay, well, I guess there's proof it happened, so it wasn't a mirage. Anyways, that was a bad joke. Why does it say Holiday Cube 2012?
That's a really good question. The answer is this is Magic Online.
Oh,
We are in the zone where. Look, you probably don't want to.
did we just have a cube pop and then we go back to another one?
Yeah, I waited till that one finished, and then I was going to go into the next one.
Oh, okay.
That was completely on purpose.
Okay, I missed that.
Yes. So, yep. I'm trying to think what I am looking to do in this one. Quite honestly, I want to find the card Tinker and play that.
God, that would be powerful.
That's about all. That's, I think, like the thing I'm looking out for. So, other than that, the last couple. Oh, I did a. I guess I'll show this while we're waiting. It's somewhere in Freeform, and no, wrong year. These aren't sorted in any like useful manner, like at all.
MTTGO, everyone.
Yeah, this was a cube that I didn't show off. A friend wanted to do a cube, so I did one with him around.
With
And
friggin' mono green, holy shoot.
mono green, I first picked the recall, so this lost in the first round. But
Oh.
I
That's
first
too bad,
picked the recall, decided to go into mono green, and then yeah. It ended up. I'm trying to remember how that ended. Was it? I just didn't have an answer to like red. Oh, it was. I did not have an answer to like Siege Gang commanders and a bunch of damage from Siege Gang. But that's a completely different cube that is not here. So this is the one we're waiting on. Hi, I am Death. Fear me. No.
That's a really awful username.
We have King Tom 470. USNWFU. I'm not sure what that.
Is that a bot or something?
The United States. I don't
United
know.
States Navy WFU.
But we're here.
Anyways, we're running. We're rolling.
So, looking out in the first pack here, which has not yet appeared, and
Yeah.
I'll have to wait until it does. It did.
Okay. There's the strongest Elspeth.
Yep, we have 4 mana Elspeth. Nothing Oddly enough, looking at here, outside of like the Abyss, we don't have anything that's really like Holiday Cube exclusive.
Hmm.
Um, I'm thinking about just picking up that Elspeth or like Coalition Relic, oddly enough.
Yeah, Elspeth's hella strong. Olivia Vordaeron's kind of strong and interesting. Coalition Relic is just a buster sometimes.
Well,
And then Ranged Hermit maybe.
yeah, the thing I like about Relic is, like I've said before, that it like going from 3 to 6 is extremely good, and going like any color, like the color fixing it provides is really good.
Yep, it's sort of a ramp piece. It's sort of a fixing. It does a lot of things relatively well.
Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Pything Needle is interesting. Uh,
I I don't like Python Needle. I
it's kind of bad, but it's interesting. Anyways, Elspeth. So I guess we're gonna try to go white.
in
Uh,
some manner. In this one, we have Batterskull, we have Noble Hierarch, we have Liliana the Veil if we want to keep with like Planeswalkers, Ajani if we wanted to go with white Planeswalkers, but I am basically not interested in Ajani Goldmane.
yeah, that's like the worst Ajani.
Um,
Batterskull is strong.
yeah, Leon and Relic Order is something I'd like to see come around. Dark Confidant I've had trouble building with correctly in the cube, but I love them.
Yeah, Chrome Mox maybe.
We're not this early.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean the only other one that seems like it might be like a good strong pick is Noble Hierarch, but then again that kind of cements you into green white.
I might be okay with that if it wasn't for Batterskull.
Yeah, Batterskull lets you be still open as your second color and is a very strong piece.
Yeah, well, it also has a lot of power with my current color.
Mm.
That's an interesting choice here.
Hero of Bladehold, hmm?
And a sword.
Sword, Feast and Famine, hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like Bladehold's more strong in the abstract, but
Right. I guess what I was going to say with Batterskull is that the color I'm in is probably the either the first or second best with interacting with it, like with between like Stoneforge and such.
yeah.
Blue's also quite good at interacting with it, just because of like all its artifact based stuff.
Yep.
Riftbolt below the cut, plateau in here as well. I'm
The problem with Cube is that everything is really good.
Yeah, that's the trick. Like two people passed that sword, which means like whoa, two people passed the sword, but we're in Holiday Cube, so it's like wow, okay. I'm gonna go with the beatdown plan. I love Hero Blade Hold. It is a one card like
Do you want to be the Elish Norn deck?
maybe.
It makes all the tokens from Hero Bladehold 3/3s.
I'm I guess the one I'm looking at almost more here is the Blade Splicer, which is odd to say.
Yeah, Blade Splicer is more aggro. Elish Norn kind of helps sweep up the endgame.
Right. Like Norn is certainly
Yeah, like Father Wolf is saying Norn is perfect, and like my initial thought is Norn is really good, but sometimes Blade Splicer might be better.
my big problem is 7 mana when I have nothing else to get up to with it.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Yeah, let's roll with
nah.
Blade Splicer, and we'll probably see other good pieces.
Well, we'll see no white, so we need to find
Uh,
a.
Either a second color or something to do with it. Ophiomancer might be really good. Um, like a Death Touch Vigilance Lifelink.
Wish Imperial. Imperial Seal's still fine. Scraping sound? Is there a problem with my mic or something?
Oh, that might be my mic.
Okay. Um,
I'll try to
I'm oddly looking at.
down.
What am I looking at? I'm looking at Flame Tongue Kavu. I'm looking at Imperial Seal. I'm looking at
Neural
it.
Seal as a fake tutor.
It's definitely real.
Titan is a golem. Do you want a 7/9 first striker?
If I didn't want the 7 drop, I'm probably going to pass up the 8, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Uh, Goblin Vandal, Lightning Helix. Vandal attacks as a long. That's interesting.
It's definitely a real card, especially in this format. There's a lot more artifacts going around.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Lightning Helix is the correct pick just because it's so powerful.
I really would like to both pick like sort of removal spells, and if I end up in red white, which might be difficult. I don't know how much red I was passing up. I saw some, and there was a plateau that went around that I'm sad that I most likely will not get back, but I can pick up. Wow, would you like
Sacred
land?
Foundry, huh?
Would you like land? Would you like land? I hope you like
I
land.
love land.
Okay,
Land is really good.
well, that's about what you get out of this pack.
I feel like Sacred Foundry is the pick, although Teetering Peaks coming around would be really good.
We are going to see the last pick out of this pack. I'm going to put my guess on Phyrexian Negator. That's the least Teetering Peaks as number 2, most
Yeah.
likely. Like they're both
Maybe Wall of Blossoms if no one's in green.
usually in this cube. That's highly unlikely.
Yeah, green's really strong.
Like blue and green are number 1, number 2 most of the time here. The Cloud Goat Ranger. I'm liking this. Pick this mid-range deck, and then at the end, I'm going to be like, "Grr, where's this Elishnorn I could have had?" But I don't think I'll get here. By the way, there's a recurring nightmare.
Yeah, Recurring Nightmare.
Interesting.
Really good. I would
Uh,
almost say hey pick that, but Cloud Oak is pretty good.
I wouldn't even be like hate. I could just like splash that in some way. I'm not as huge on the Geddon in the cube, specifically because there's like signets, moxes, all this artifact mana, and it's a lot. I guess I'm not. I love Armageddon still, but it's a lot less effective, and I'd rather have these threats, especially because generally I'm gonna see the second Geddon, and I usually don't even play both when I get them. I know me and Gnome have done a number of drafts where I'm just gonna pick like the Abyss or something. I don't really care about
Gutter Snipe
that.
maybe, if you want to stay on plan.
No,
No.
I, basically I don't respect Gutter Snipe at all, and well, especially in this deck. Like I have one card that triggers it, and
Yep.
by the end I'll probably have 4 or 5. Is that a
Uh,
Johnny worth picking?
I don't know. We have a lot of 4s right now. I'm looking at Gorehos as an aggro creature, but
Sure.
just filling up the early curve.
I don't much care for Gorehouse Chainwalker as far as like he's just
Yeah.
a guy, and I want my
He's just a
creatures
man.
I want my creatures to be more than just a creature. Like I want them to have an ability or do something.
Yeah.
Porcelain Legionnaire is like the one that I'm thinking about on. I'm gonna like steal this fixing from somebody.
Yep. Sounds good.
I'm gonna steal this fixing from somebody. I'm gonna steal this fixing from somebody. It was Bayou.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm just gonna note in the board over here. It's like if I really wanted to like shift up colors or something, I can.
Yeah, we have a little bit of power in terms of shifting. FTK is pretty strong commitment to red, though, or at least a
Well,
thing you want to be in red for.
it's not a commitment in the sense of like the card costs a lot of red mana.
Yeah, but it's a card. If you're playing it, it's pretty cool.
There's a Mox. My favorite creature. And Bolt. Battlefield Forge on the wheel because I'm absolutely not picking it first.
Yep.
So I think I've made it apparent like a million times that Restoration Angel is like maybe not my favorite creature because Moldrifter exists, but one of my favorite creatures because Moldrifter
Yeah.
exists.
I mean, should we just pick it? Mox is hella strong,
I
but probably Mox is too strong.
I think it's incredibly important for me to be able to uh, get these out earlier. Like a turn 2 Blade Splicer off of a Mox, obviously even off color, or a turn 3 Hero of Bladehold is somewhat unreasonable.
Yeah,
The Ancient Tomb kind of makes me look the same way in that it allows for all of these a turn earlier.
yeah,
My hope coming back is that either O-Ring, Battlefield Forge, or Gargadon are still around. It's very unlikely that Resto Angel or Lightning Bolt will still be, or Ancient Tomb. That one usually
yeah.
won't make it either.
I think picking one of the Power 10 is a good move, just
Yeah.
not necessarily the strongest.
Well,
Uh,
as far as cards that are 2 drops that have 3 power, this one has like text,
yeah.
which might put it over everything else. Honestly, this pack is very, I guess, unique. We've got like big ramp guys. We've got some lands that aren't in my colors. We've got combo piece, combo piece, combo piece. A card
I
that I don't
mean,
think I've ever seen played in the cube, maybe once.
Splinter Twin can target Flametongue Kabu and then deal 4 damage every turn.
I'm thinking about how real that is. Like, that's not unreal.
It's stupid, but I don't think it's unreal.
I think if it were Kiki Jiki, I would feel better about it.
Hmm.
I don't
Spirit of
think.
the Labyrinth also kind of turns off some blue decks, which we're definitely going to see.
Yeah, this card did. Like, we're not in our current setup. What's below the cut? Okay. So we have Stoneforge versus a sword.
I think I think the sword. We don't have anything. Well, no. Stoneforge picks up Batterskull.
That's why I'm questioning, because not only does it pick up Batterskull, it puts it into play for 2, meaning that we, can play Batterskull much quicker than we should, which is honestly the reason that Batterskull slash Stoneforge were banned. Well, I guess Stoneforge was banned in specific formats.
Yeah, I think Stoneforge is the better pick, and hopefully we see another piece of equipment that's good.
I mean, we've seen 2 swords, and usually the way these drafts go, we see the other 3. Like,
Yeah,
and so that means like I just pick up War and Peace or Fire and Ice when I see it, because I've already passed up. Like, I think there's definitely an argument on both. I'm just going to pick that one that I like more. Okay, so if there's top end that I want, Sun Titan basically is it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And then Containment Priest is also real.
I feel like Containment Piece will wheel.
Well, let's take a look at this pack and see how. Okay, Brainstorm, Tundra, Thragtusk. I think Containment Priest will go about 5th or 6th out of this pack.
Yeah.
Um,
Like Phi Obliterator might be one of the ones that comes back, but
I feel pretty certain that if I had to guess the 4 that are coming back, because we get 4 back, it'd be Smash the Smithereens, Turnabout, Lightning Greaves, Obliterator. That'd be my guess. Oddly enough, I don't like Magus of the Moon in this format. Again, too much artifact mana for it to actually be viable. Council's Judgment, you say? That is a removal spell. We also have the Claw.
Council's Judgment helps kill off Planeswalkers, which I think is probably the best thing.
Yeah. Also, like, outside of like some burn, I don't have a ton of removal, and by a ton I mean none. There's no other removal in this deck. Like, this is absolutely removal, but so is this, and this deals with things more. I don't have problems getting to 4 power for the Crater's Claws Gnome, but I have problems dealing with non-creature permanents, which have shown to be issues in the past. I guess Crater's Claws can kill a walker, but wheel. Hmm. So I've got Wheel of Fortune.
Yep. Montite.
I guess Dismember is also a choice because I can just pay 4 life for it.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's the wheel.
Yeah, I think it is the wheel, honestly. Just like reload our hand.
Yeah, Maze of Ith isn't. This is odd because our red outside of Gorehouse Chainwalker is like very kind of control cards. I guess also.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, that's a fun combo. I kind of like this now. So I guess to point out this, if I play Wheel
Uh,
with Spirit of Labyrinth, it just mind twists my opponent, and I lose my hand.
Elspeth?
Elspeth and Stormbreath Dragon are the 2 cards in here. Um,
I guess maybe if you want to commit heavy to red, Stormbreath Dragon.
right, both are very good. Elspeth is a bit more controlling, which might be more what I'm looking to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, don't Massacre Worm. The thing that wrecks us.
yeah, this is also. Hmm. I'm gonna go with the Stormbreath actually. I want to try.
Okay.
I want to commit to the red.
Searing Blaze, huh?
That's a little heavy red.
That's heavy red, yeah.
I'm,
Mutavault, unless you want to.
yeah, I wish I had more things for this to work with. Like, this is a color combination where there's a lot of cards that Scepter can work with.
Lightning Helix Isochron Scepter is a hell of a combo, but that's about it.
But that's it. Like, I don't have any other cards. I've already passed. I've already
Lightning
passed Bolt. Everyone wants the Scepter. Sure. Let's see how this works.
Yeah, maybe we'll get something good back.
All right, so I got the 2 cards I asked about back. The question is if I want Gargadon or Forge.
I feel like Gargadon isn't the pick. I feel like Forge, like fixing, is better at this stage. I don't think we're as aggro as to be Gargadon.
See, that's the trick, and I think that's why I'm gonna pick Gargadon here, simply because we're not aggro. The trick with Gargadon is that it's basically a control card hiding. Like with all the tokens I have, like say some sort of wrath comes down, I can just be like, oh, okay, let me sack half all these creatures, and then Gargadon comes down post wrath and kills you. Or
Do you want Splinter Twin now?
yeah, I'm gonna pick up Splinter Twin here.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll play it, but I'm gonna at least pick it. All right, next pack is going to be the pack that I tried to predict, and we'll see how I did.
Hmm.
I'm also gonna like pick. I don't know. I don't want Jackal Pup, but
Disenchant will help us kill a sword. Yeah, we lost the white. Okay.
yeah, I did not expect Thragtusk back here. I also didn't think Palinchron would be here, but that was number 5, so it's not unreasonable. I'm gonna pick up Thragtusk and hide it. I'm gonna pick up Fixing. Hey, I actually like Dismember. That's removal.
Yeah.
Alright, so how much hidden fixing do I have over here? It's like Bayou, Caves, Dragon Soul Summit, Misty Rainforest, Overgrown Tomb, Underground Sea. Like,
Yeah.
I have this pile of... I basically could build a blue, black, white deck and feel really good about it. This is kind of stunning.
Not Ranger of Eos.
Yeah, no 1-drops, okay.
Uh,
I mean, it looks like Koth to me.
Yep. I think it's Koth.
Because I don't believe I can make use of Moat effectively. I'm not like the blue-white control deck that can play the Moat.
Yeah.
Like, the Moat knocks out... Like, the big problem here with Moat is I have Elspeth Jump, Cloud Goat Ranger, and Stormbreath, then everything else gets stuck on the ground, and I have no way to kill off my Moat.
I think we are going to be red enough for Koth. I mean, we can make it work.
The trick here is that when I pick the Koth, I'm at like the 7th red card versus the ninth white card, like it's not like I don't have a lot of red at the moment. Actually, there's a Gargadon hidden. No, like I definitely have a lot of red going right now. I
Didn't
just
we pick up a second piece of red-white land?
no, we did not.
Oh, okay.
All right.
A Johnny Vengeance, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Hero of Oxid Ridge, huh?
I think Ajani Vengeance beats out that hero about 3 times.
I think so, yeah.
Like the hero is pretty good, but wants me to have a lot more of a board before it comes down, kind of like a Hell Rider.
Yep.
Whereas Ajani just wants me to have 2 mana. There are 2 colors and 2 other. Yeah, yeah. This is basically fake Hell Rider.
Yeah. 4-drop walkers the deck.
I passed up the Ajani Goldmane earlier. What would be what? I would have to pick up like Gideon or like Chandra. No, it would have to be Chandra, right? Like
Yeah.
Chandra Pyromaster. There's another red player at this table, so I'm restricted, like pretty heavy red, so I'm restricted in how much red I end up actually getting. There's also a Mox.
Imperial Recruiter? Figure of Destiny?
Sadly, Imperial Recruiter actually just kind of whiffs in my deck. Like,
A little bit, yeah.
like it grabs Stoneforge, it grabs Blade Splicer, and then like nothing else. I'm looking at either figure or Mox. I think I said earlier with this curve that Moxes are very important, and I'm going to stand by that choice, even with one of the best 1-drops in my color combination sitting right there. Like, I don't.
I feel like Figure fits the plan. And we have 1 Mox. I guess the question is, do you want more Moxes?
I would take N number of Moxes where N is less than 17.
Okay, let's pick the Mox then. You're running this show, let's roll.
Yeah, I would maybe 16 Moxen. Like
Maybe Figure even wheels. Inferno Titan?
Inferno Titan, Sarkhan,
Friggin' Sarkhan.
Boros Charm, which I actually don't think is the pick here, just because it's likely to table. I think Inferno Titan might be just fine.
Do you want to have 2 Titans in your deck? Because I think that's a great deck.
Yes. I think that makes our top end complete, basically, at that point.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, we're friggin' red enough. Frig off.
Mike, we are definitely red enough. If I keep picking red cards, at what point am I red enough? You know? Like at the 19th red card? If I make this deck mono red, am I red enough?
No, you're never red enough.
No, I never will be. I do not have enough red. All right, so here's a 4-drop walker if you want me to have one of those, huh? Huh? Yeah? Huh? Look at this guy. I might go ahead
We
and...
don't have enough artifacts to use Doriti.
We're not artifact enough for
Yeah.
greedy, okay.
What the hell is Weathered Wayfarer?
Weathered Wayfarer searches our deck for land if we have less land than our opponent, which
Oh.
is cool. I think Siege Gang's cool.
He's a bit top heavy, but he's just fine.
Yeah, I think it's this or the Wayfarer. Yeah, he can be my commander. It's true. I think with, again, like the top heaviness of it isn't too bad on us, just because. Oh man, yeah, Ashiok off my Moxes.
No.
You can't
We're
see
not
me.
doing
You
that.
can't see me doing this nod, but I'm doing this nod. Like
I know. Friggin' Baneslayer Eggshell.
so, I mentioned that I had the second shot at Armageddon. I knew it would be coming, and here it is. If I want it, the trick is I technically already have a hidden Geddon in my deck. I guess, do I want a Baneslayer?
Do you want a Baneslayer, or do you want a Lightning Mauler? I don't know. Lightning Mauler seems kind of weak.
I mean, Lightning Mauler to give like Titans haste or something like that is neat, but
Other than that, it's kind of lame.
I'm feeling like Baneslayer is cool here because from the looks of this deck, and I feel pretty confident in where this deck's direction has gone, I'm going to have to be kind of like recovering against the aggro deck. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to be behind, like definitely. Um,
Chain Lightning.
Chain Lightning. Well, let me read this guy again. I need to remember what it does. Dies X1/1s where X is number of creatures in your grave. Okay. And then
So one, it has to die. Two, you have to have things in your graveyard.
So there's this card I have hidden. Where is it? Here. And there's a card here. This is an infinite.
That's powerful.
If I really wanted to do that.
If you Chain Lightning is just removal, it goes with Isochron. Zealous Conscripts is hella strong.
Zealous Conscripts like steals. You know what? I'm gonna try this because I don't think I've played with this in a long time, and I like the idea of having this infinite in my deck.
Silverblade Paladin?
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't think Goblin Welder is where we want to be. That guy is Artifact again, right?
Yeah. The actual other card I'm looking at in here is Bloodstained Mire as like a fake second piece of fixing. It can grab the Sacred Foundry.
Hmm.
That said, I don't think we're white.
Freaking
I don't think we're color enough for that.
I don't think we're and to play ever.
Whatever. This is a very empty pack. I'm just gonna grab like Stomping Ground or something.
Might want to hate pick like Days, but Stomping Ground seems fine.
Oh yeah, I could cast Days off my Mock Sapphire.
Yeah. Just once.
I'm not gonna splash Falcon Wrath off my Mox. I'm just gonna continue taking like fake fixing that doesn't fit my deck.
A Myria Angel, maybe?
I mean that's the card I can cast.
A card you can cast kind of is interesting.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm going to be entirely honest with you. The card isn't making the main deck, so I'm gonna steal one of these others.
Shriekmaw.
I'm actually really surprised to see this late. Let me double check Imperial Recruiter in this deck. Does it actually have any?
Stoneforge Mystic?
It has targets.
Yeah.
I mean, it also there's really nothing else unless I want to like through the breach a Titan or some shit. That'd be. I don't think this card hits my deck either, but there's not a ton that I would care to. Okay.
Yes, we've got 4 Planeswalkers. Let's roll.
Sure, we have 5 Planeswalkers.
I don't. 4.5.
You sure? Okay. You can pick Doriti or I can like steal a land. I'm gonna steal a land. I'm a jerk. I'm gonna steal a land. Hey.
Yes, we got Chain Lightning. What the hell?
Okay. So.
I guess we might be the only red player.
No, absolutely not. The reason I say absolutely not is because I know that the Boros charm didn't make it around. So.
Oh frig! And neither did the friggin' Figure of Destiny. Okay.
Well, Figure could be a white player, but Boros charm couldn't be. All right, so I'm gonna put the infinite combo in my deck because why the hell not?
Yeah.
So, Goros Chainwalker ain't what we're doing. That's out.
Yeah.
Imperial Recruiter's probably out just by lack of targets.
Yep.
Some of this top end has to go.
Cloud Goat.
Let me quick check a thing. I want to get rid of some of these more like double, triple. Oh, did I take? Yeah, I already. The stick is like Disenchant and Helix.
And Chain, maybe.
I think one of the I think Sarkhan could come out specifically because Stormbreath Dragon is literally Sarkhan Dragon Speaker. They're the same card.
Isn't Sarkhan more versatile? I guess Stormbreath punishes the draw player, and Sarkhan punishes the plays control deck.
Yeah, that's the. I guess this is the question, and by the question I mean this is the question that standard decks right now are facing, like very heavily.
Yeah.
Like because both of these are standard legal cards. They're 5 mana, hasty 4/4 flyers. One
Yep.
has protection from a relevant color and can grow. The other is unkillable while a creature and can kind of like uh, flame slash.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in the history of Standard has yet used that ult because the ult is only good in very specific decks.
Yeah. I. Yeah. Storm Breath is very aggro. Sarkhan is a little more controlly. Yeah.
I'm keeping in the infinite combo because I am both a jerk and this actually has like 1,000 targets in my deck. Like almost every creature that isn't down at 2. Like, okay, so we got the Titans that are really good to copy. We can make copy Cloud Goat, copy Zealous Conscripts are infinite, copy Siege Gang. Copy Stormbreath isn't as good, but copy Flametongue Kavu is. And copy Silverblade Paladin is double strike around.
Yep. And copy Hero Bladehold is put another 2 counters and all that stuff.
Actually, oddly enough, copy Hero Bladehold does almost nothing because the original's tapped. Because you have to attack with it to get the 2/1/1s. So
I guess it's just
It
have another Hero Bladehold that's not attacking this turn.
right. So how does Zealous Conscripts go infinite? That's a great question. Zealous Conscript says when Zealous Conscript comes into play, gain control of target permanent until end of turn. The target permanent, not target permanent your opponent controls or anything like that, just target permanent. Untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn. Splinter Twin says, tap, put a token into play that's a copy of this creature. The token is haste, exiled at end of turn. So I put it on Zealous Conscripts. Zealous Conscripts taps, makes a copy of Zealous Conscripts. Zealous Conscripts comes into play, targets the original Zealous Conscripts with Splinter Twin attached, and untaps it. It gains haste. Then you tap it and make another 3/3 with haste, and then it untaps. Then you tap it and make another 3/3 with haste. Then it untaps. Then your opponent goes, wait, what? And dies.
I love that.
Yep. I actually only need to make 2 cuts.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna cut like one of my pieces of burn and like I think you said Cloud Goat, and I think you might be right.
It's either Cloud Goat or Baneslayer. Like Cloud Goat makes like 3/1/1s that stick around,
I think
and
I'm
Baneslayer is just really strong.
yeah. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be right back.
Yep. Now I have control of the zoo. Yeah, like Baneslayer is pretty strong. Cloud Goat makes lots of dudes. We already have make lots of dudes in terms of Siege Gang commanders. Do we want to be slightly heavier red for Koth? Yes, because mountains. Oh, we also have Greater Gargadon. Gargadon is okay. Gargadon kind of puts our opponent on the oh shit, what do I do about that plan? Gargadon combos with our infinite combo. Yes, actually it's true. That's really stupid, I didn't think of that at all. We have lots of removal in terms of like Ajani Vengeance and Koth. I'm wondering if Wheel of Fortune should stay in, but Wheel of Fortune is draw 7 cards. Yeah, I think the question is, how much do we value having lots of people versus...
I'm back.
Hello. My question is, do we value having lots of creatures, or do we value big creatures?
Both.
Okay. Then maybe do we want Cloud Goat in over Baneslayer?
The trick with Baneslayer, and I think it's kind of important, is that Baneslayer is this gigantic stop sign to aggro decks. If we play Baneslayer on, like, say, turn 4 off a Mox, or even turn 5, we have one of the best sources of lifelink in our deck. It kind of operates like Batterskull in that our opponent stops being able to attack, and we start recovering from like,
Yep.
which I feel is pretty important because like our ones and twos are non-existent. Like,
Yeah, we really need to get up to 4 fast.
like having one of these in our opener is going to be pretty important just so we can get these down early. Our curve sucks. For lack of a better term, it's extremely high. We don't have like. I wish we had a little more stuff here, but
Yeah,
we don't. Let me
that's the way it goes. We have good stuff at least.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the power of the cube, though. It's all good.
So looking at color requirements, we have 14 land slots. I'm going to make the argument that this looks fairly even. I realize that there's one more red card than white, but that's not enough to make me flip to 8-6. And let's see what, actually, how many swamps will it tell us? It'll probably tell us like one swamp.
Maybe 2. Oh, just 1. We can
Better.
cycle this member for something else if we need to.
Also, I don't know if... Is Kavanaugh still around?
No, I haven't seen him lately.
Okay. If Kavanaugh, paging Kavanaugh, let me know if you're around. So, I think this is a deck. I feel like
I noticed, like, we're only playing 14 lands, I guess because our Moxes count as lands, basically.
we're playing. I guess Sacred Foundry's in here.
They're 15. I thought normally you played 17 and 40,
It's true.
but
You-
Moxes are effectively lands.
Yeah, Moxes are straight. These are land. These I will 100% put these in a land slot. The only thing I'm considering is that I don't know how good Wheel of Fortune is in our deck.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune is kind of weird. Sometimes it's draw 7, sometimes it's get destroyed. Do we maybe want to switch that out for Riftbolt?
That's what I was looking at, and I don't, because Wheel of Fortune is the only like reset we have. But giving my opponent 7 cards feels like we're just going to be getting crushed.
Yeah.
It is a really funny combo if I control Spirit of the Labyrinth and play Wheel, because it means my opponent goes to 1 card left in hand and I go to nothing. It basically mind twists us both,
Yeah.
because we cannot draw the additional cards. I think I'm going to make that change. Like I don't like giving up the Wheel, but I don't think our deck can abuse it as much as I'd like. And it does absolutely have a drawback. Like the Wheel is a card I would want in a deck that is more less this, more this, specifically more this. Like a deck where I can go Wheel, okay, if you let me untap, I'm going to hit you for 10 points of burn.
Yep. Of course. Unfortunately, we only have like 9 points of burn total. Also, you might want to submit that.
It auto-submits at 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it didn't. Okay. At least if it hits 0, it does auto-submit what you have in your deck slot, rather than just giving you the, like, whatever, okay, here's your cards, here's some lands, nobody cares. I thought it auto-submitted at 30, though. Oh, well. Yeah, Riftbolt is more of a, like... The thought of switching it to Riftbolt was, like, just as a piece of removal. Like,
Oh
just
no,
as-
we're up against Raid Max. I think this is a mulligan.
Yeah, this is pretty easily a mulligan. It's only a 2-lander with a lot of force.
Yep.
Not even playable. This is a 2-lander in the wrong direction. God, I'm not liking this.
I think this is playable. Because if you get 8 planes, you can play Silver Red Paladin and you can use Chain Lightning to not die. But I don't know.
Whatever.
Alright, let's roll.
I'm just gonna not draw lands, and that'll be fine.
Suspend Greater Garrick on turn 1, go.
I am going to get crushed by an Elite Vanguard. Hell yeah.
Alright, cool. We got a land. Alright, cool.
So let's go ahead and do that. So Greater Gargadon is, I guess, our insurance policy. Having Silverblade Paladin means we can just be like, hey, you lose. It's absolutely something we can do. Top. Our opponent kept a 1-lander as well. Unluckily for us, yes, I would like to.
The good news is, next turn we get Council's Judgment, and we can exile Sensei's Divining Top.
Now, here's what I would like. Wow, that's stunning. I want you to watch this really cool thing where my opponent's hand is at 4 cards, and then
Stays
look.
at 4.
Oh look, it's like magic. I can't believe it. That's good. Continue to unsuspend. And we'll just kind of keep drawing lands. Attacks don't mean anything, and there's nothing worth Council's Judgmenting in play because hitting top is useless.
Yeah, this is true. It'll just shuffle itself in.
Yeah. I would like my opponent to like start using the Weathered Wayfarer is a good answer to being behind on lands right now. Also, I'm just getting crushed, but that's probably okay. Now the question is,
draw Mox for
that would be good. I will take Mountain. Question is if I want to get rid of this just because it's going to fix up his mana base very quickly.
I think you can try. Like, we have nothing else to do this turn.
Like, I think this is definitely, what's the word I'm looking for?
Greedy.
Yeah, greedy, but it's something I need to do just to get this freaking, like, I need my opponent to have some disadvantage, and a mana disadvantage is one I can definitely do. So, yes, Council Judgment is a sorcery. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't wanna. Okay, this is not gonna let me. Fine. Yeah, he can use the top on our turn if he really wanted to, though that doesn't make any sense. like it literally would make no sense for him to be like, all right, I'll tap top to draw a card now, and then he draws top again. He's like, wait, why did I do that? Doesn't actually accomplish anything. My opponent disagrees.
This is odd.
Like, that didn't accomplish anything. He just paid a mana for nothing. Like, I don't understand. Anyway.
So this turn we get Baneslayer.
Yes.
And then do we sack everything to get Gargadon down next turn?
No.
Fair. I guess now we have 6.
Yes.
And all our colors, so now we can just sack any extra lands.
Yep. Again, I guess... I'm not attacking there. I don't know what that was, because, again, all that did was cost him mana for basically nothing. I probably should body check this guy if he's going to do that. The Gargadon is a last-ditch effort. I don't want to sack the lands if I don't have to. I will sack guys in response to removal, though. That one I can do. So,
so is this guy just mono-white?
O-ring?
That's O-ring targeting Baneslayer?
Sitting here thinking. What do I have the answers enchantments in my deck? It's just Council's Judgment, right?
There's also, in your deck, yes. There's also, in your sideboard, the 2-mana Destroy enchantment.
Okay, I'm thinking main deck, because I'm thinking... Okay, yeah, so... Basically, I'm thinking, should I sack this to Gargadon? And the answer is I have no...
Removal, so yes.
Yeah, I have no way to get that out of there, so I'm going to. I'm just mentally going through, yeah. I also had the option of sacking both my creatures to force him to O-ring his own card. But
that'd be too stupid.
But that would be incredibly useless. And I'm taking 10 damage from Elite Vanguard because I can't really answer it, and I don't want to use my Spirit of the Labyrinth to block it. So...
not a complete fool.
Yep. So, yeah, I would say that's it. Similar to a piker, but not a piker. So Gargadon will be coming down pretty soon here. It could come down, honestly, like...
Oh.
I did not
Hey,
realize my opponent was off color. That's
Yeah.
interesting, seeing as my life total is currently 10.
That's a little scary, yeah.
I don't like this at all, because now my opponent's going to have Figure of Destiny plus... Savannah Lion... Wow. Savannah Lion's Izumaru. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, right now, I would really like to draw one of my multiple creature cards. Or honestly, I would like to draw a card that is not a land. Or a Mox.
Hey!
That's one I can go for. The question is what I want to do with it.
Isn't this +1?
Something
Wait, what is
doesn't...
this +1?
+1 is a target permanent does not untap. The trick there is that it doesn't like tap it.
Yeah. So probably you want a -2 on the Ranger Bios just to prevent damage.
Correct. I think that's what I'm going to do here. It's a bit... I don't like it too much, but it's something I'm going to go for. -2 on Ranger.
And then Goblin Vandal can kill it, or we can jump with Spirit.
Yeah, I could shut down his red, but right now he's on 3 cards in hand, and two of them
are white.
Mono, like, single white cards. Also with top, it's likely he can find another red source, and if he has a way to kill Ajani there, I'm way behind. Whereas here, like, he attacks in, I'm going to make decisions based on where this Goblin Vandal ends up going. It's probably at Ajani.
Does Goblin Vandal's thing trigger if it attacks a Planeswalker?
Yes, but it's just like destroy target artifact.
Yeah.
And it's a May, so... Yeah, that's actually the more relevant part there.
Block it with Gargadon?
Yes.
I love it.
That's not unreasonable here. His own Ajani. Okay. We actually cannot sack a Planeswalker to... So I guess what is Ajani doing? Target creature gains flying and double strike. You know what? Now I cannot block that.
Yeah, okay.
So if that attacks at Ajani, which it definitely is, like,
Yep.
that's fine.
Alright.
No real answer, but that's fine. Again, right now I need to draw my quality cards, like, let's say Inferno Titan.
Sun Titan.
Literally nothing to recur.
Yeah, recurring nothing. Frig.
How about this? Attack Ajani. Ah! You didn't do what I wanted. Fine. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna... Oh. So we'll sack a land. Fine then.
Alright. Now we can fight.
I also could have thrown Gargadon down there as well, which might have been the option, just to get it into combat.
Mm, who knows? Ajani cannot jump another person,
Right, and now I
so
control very large creatures. Umezawa is Jite.
oh,
Yikes.
mm,
Yeah, give me the batter skull. So, Umezawa's Jite, I don't really have... Again, like with my council's judgment in the yard, I think I don't have an answer to that. I would like to draw... What would be good here?
Inferno Titan lets you kill off what it's equipped to,
Right.
but it does have charge counters on it as it deals damage, and then it can get +2/+2.
Okay, so he didn't attack.
Oh, good. Okay, so now Inferno Titan is a real answer.
Yeah.
Lightning Helix is also reasonable. Yes, we want to cast Gargadon.
All right.
Hey, it's Lightning Helix.
So, I think the answer here is kill off the offending blocker and attack my opponent for a lot.
Yeah, I think kill what the Umezawa is equipped to, and then swing all out. And then probably he tries to make favorable trades with on Spirit of the Labyrinth, but then we can just bring it back next turn. Assuming he doesn't have tricks.
I'm actually thinking if I want to attack with the spirit. So odd this Sun Titan has no...
It does nothing.
On the one hand, the Spirit of the Labyrinth attacking turns off... Or being in play turns off his top, but on the other, he can just equip Jeet and, like, attack.
Yeah, and then burn it.
How about this?
So-
Yeah, attack Ajani. That is more likely to make him do something about it. Spirit better on...
It might be... Yeah.
Mostly, I like the idea of keeping him off top, and wow. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Go to 5.
Okay.
So what's his answer? Is there an answer?
Well, I'm. Here's the cool part. As long as Spirit of the Labyrinth is in play, he can't use top to find it.
Yep.
So it all comes down to what his card in hand is, and it's a fireball or something.
Does he even know what it is?
Bonfire for one.
Targeting Spirit? And then digging for an answer with top?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Bonfire of the Damned. So yeah, now he's digging with top for something because now we can use it. The problem being, the Spirit comes back next turn on the attack, of course.
Yep.
And Jite isn't actually going to be enough to, like, kill this sort of stuff right here, like the hugest creatures in the world. Did you find Path to Exile?
Jite's deal 1 damage?
-1/-1.
-1/-1. Okay, so unless we block, it's...
Again, my opponent tapped the top for something, and he's tapped out, so, like, I don't understand it.
So he gets 2 counters, we block the Savannah Lines, kill the Savannah Lines, and then our Sun Titan goes to dead? Oh. Has 1 damage already.
Yes.
Savannah Lion has 3 power, and it gets 2
counters.
-1/-1.
So he could kill it if I allowed. So
Yeah.
what that means is I just take this hit.
I think so,
Oh,
yeah.
actually, I'm dead next turn if I do that. Johnny, I think I'm forced to block here. Because what's going on, like the Ajani, because what he can do is next turn give it flying double strike and then +2/+2 with the Umezawa's Jeet, and then he can just chump block with these guys on his turn.
Yeah, yeah. I think you have to take it, which
But
sucks.
I think if I take it, I lose.
Yeah, I think you have to. Well, I think you have to chump it. I mean, which sucks. It's a Sun Titan.
Right. Let's see if he notices it.
Thanks, Gnome.
Do. Okay, he does notice, but like this is a necessary like. He will have to chump block next turn, no matter what. Like.
Hmm.
So I'm absolutely going to force it. We're attacking you, and that'll force your chump. Wall of Omens, obviously, because it doesn't have power.
Hmm.
All right.
So what is his answer going to be?
Well,
He's drawing the top.
He drew the top.
He has another land, so his other card is top. So now he's gonna dig.
Man, I wish I had Spirit of the Labyrinth. I can't believe how good of an. I think Disenchant looks good in this match, as people have been saying.
Yep.
There's enough targets for it. O-Rang, G-Tac.
Top.
Gnome says it is as it's going on. Yes, I don't really have a.
That's a chump.
No, it's not.
It's a fake chump.
It's absolutely not a trump blocker. It's actually the opposite of a trump blocker.
So this is a quip on. Wait, what?
I
Why did you do
disagree
that?
with all of your plays.
This is.
I disagree
don't
with my
agree.
opponent.
I.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
so
that makes more sense. But
Yep.
so this is like flying double strike.
Yeah, but flying double strike for what? 6 main?
Yeah.
Like, it gets him 4 counters on GT, but it doesn't kill me. I guess it prevents me from winning next turn
Yeah.
because he can gain enough life. Like, because this only hits for 3, and then if he uses the counters, it hits for 7, so that's 10. He would need to pull 5 points of burn out of the top of his library.
With one red is kind of awkward, especially when he's already shown bonfire.
Alright, so let's see what it is. Is it a sword? That's a trump blocker again. Okay.
He.
Yeah, he just is attacking because he's going for the flying kill next turn with the Ajani.
Right. The +2/+2, the flying double strike. So Inferno Titan here is good. We've used our 2 burn spells. What else do we have? Frig.
We lose is what we have. We needed to draw basically any card in our deck that functioned, and we did not.
Yeah. If we kill a Ajani, but we can't because it doesn't have trample.
Right, if we could kill anything.
Dang.
Like, us drawing dead here is the worst. I wanted, like, Flame Tongue Kavu would have been a nice one.
That would have been good. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's game 1. I'm going to be sideboarding in...
Disenchant. I mean, assuming your opponent knows how to use the GT counters.
Would Ajani have been a better target for what? I don't know what you're asking, Swirl Token.
Oh, I think he means to target with creatures.
I quite literally have only gotten through once, and my opponent allowed me through. I have not actually had a moment where I could have killed Ajani. I guess if I had Lightning Helixed it, but then I lose to the GT.
Mhm.
We already brought in Riftbolt now.
But yeah, disenchant for sure. Uh, Crater's Claws. What?
Yeah, he's killing us.
I mean, we already knew that.
But he's showing us more cards while doing it.
Yeah. So thanks.
Yeah. By the way, my opponent's deck is like kind of one of the worst case scenarios. All one
Yeah.
drops.
All one drops and Umezawa.
Squirrel Token, you're arguing Chaos Theory on 8 turns ago. So, I think in this instance, Disenchant is in. What
What
isn't?
comes out? Raid Max has sent you a message.
It's probably the deck has been submitted. Oh, GG.
Do you want Splinter Twin out? I don't know.
I would have to cut the combo for that. That's lame.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe no Koth is fine. Koth makes a creature every turn. Maybe Dismember out?
That's a kill spell though.
It is.
That would have been like winning the game had I drawn that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Good
remove
point.
cards that would
Good
have won me
point.
the game.
So Stoneforge? No, that would have won you.
Again, like I can't.
I don't know what to do, man. This is friggin' hard.
Yeah, I'm going to remove Silverblade Paladin. That's
Yeah, I don't think he won you the game, but he would have helped.
mostly well. The I'm not bringing in the wheel.
No.
Absolutely not. My opponent's like the deck that wants the wheel. There's absolutely no world where I would cast it. I'm gonna just go with this.
Let's see.
How about this? Can I keep a hand that has?
I think so. I think you can keep this.
This hand loses me the game though.
Well,
Like my opponent's all one drops. Like
I know, but frig.
I can't keep this.
I think you can keep this.
Okay, it's the same hand with a removal spell and one less card. Like the problem with the previous hand was that like if I did not draw 2 lands in 3 turns, the game was not just lost, but like immediately over. There was no chance of me being able to win with that.
Yeah,
Like not possible. Like I need something else because to shore up early. Gargadon.
I mean, it's not the same hand, but worse. It has a removal spell, which
Which I'm gonna go ahead and do.
I think cutting him off as early as possible is fine.
Well, that creature is pretty scary comparatively. By the way, combo.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
All right, we hold that Mox Jet till we can cast something with it.
Yeah, I mean it does nothing for me to play it.
Yeah, it's a target for him to cast a spell on, basically.
I am completely fine with him with paying 4 life to kill that. Funnily enough, if I had waited, I would have had the black to pay, but you know.
Eh. Hindsight's 2020.
There's no reason I don't want to wait on that. All right, Wall of Omens, which is kind of a null.
So if we draw a land, we just steal that and hit for 3.
I think I'm gonna steal the Mishra's Factory
Oh, target permanent.
and then sack it. Mana Crypt. Players can't search libraries.
Okay, that seems irrelevant to us.
Well, it's a 2/2.
Yeah, I mean, blood. Draining the blood out of us.
I would like to draw. Okay, thank you. Okay, what do I want to steal with the Zealous Conscripts? Like, Leonin Arbiter is the most obvious. Um,
This is a man who has a bunch of one drops. I think killing the land is not as relevant as you might think in other matchups.
well, it's. I guess the thing is it's not just a land; it's also a 2/2. But if I
Yeah,
have, you know what?
but yeah, I think factory is fine to steal. I think then you swing in and then before end of turn sack it.
It's a freaking bear. I could steal the factory, sack it, and then like just block the Leonin Arbiter.
Yeah, that's true.
We're stealing the land. Oh hey.
Thanks.
No.
Next turn, draw Splinter Twin, hopefully.
I would like that, or a land would be a good one too. I'm not
Yep.
attacking.
We just get blocked.
Yep. Well, it gets blocked here, and this works better as a blocker.
Hmm.
Good start. Yep. That's a G-Tang.
Yeah. Alright, that's slightly problematic.
He's debating what to do here, like, because he could equip it and attack with Land and Arbiter, but like that's his only creature. He's out of guys on that attack. I'm going to block, regardless of Splinter Twin draws or not,
Hmm.
because it's absolutely the right thing to do. Like, it would be completely unreasonable not to do this. So and then he goes ahead and does that, and then we go ahead and get our free Gargadon counter.
Free Gargadons from the government.
Yeah, we can do that for a little while. A land would be a very strong draw. I think that's probably actually, honestly, the best. Okay, so
That's
one,
land.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then sack a land. And then Sun Titan.
Grabbing the land.
Yes,
And
and then sack some more land. I'm putting the Titan into play immediately.
hmm,
I'm putting the Gargadon, I guess. The Mox. And the...
we have double red and double white costs, so
Well, the Sun Titan's how I plan on recovering that.
yeah. So this is block with Wall of Omens. Yeah.
Absolutely. He could choose not to, but it would be incorrect because going to 6 with Mana Crypt in play is what we call spicy.
I haven't played with Monocrypt before. I'm not sure what the text on it is.
If
Deals 3 damage to you. Okay, spicy.
Yeah, he's taken 6 from it. Obviously, it's let him do a lot of powerful maneuvers, but
So this is overing probably on Sun Titan.
nope. He wants the biggest threat out of the way.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's an interesting combo.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one. And then, of course, he equips him with those GT here.
Yeah.
So the hope would be...
Flame Tongue would be strong. Hey!
Oddly enough, not castable until after we attack.
Yeah, which is kind of crappy, but
So then we're gonna go ahead and get Mountain back because I don't want things that are
it's
destroyable, double
is
red,
it two
etc.
target permanents or just one?
Just one. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was looking at Revel Arc earlier today, and that's two, I
It
think.
is. So then, of course, the question is, what does he do here? Does he like take the damage and then? Okay, he is going to block. Gets him a lot more GT counters.
Yep. And so now we just Flame Tongue to the dome, or save it for next turn.
Target creature.
Yeah. Oh, it's only target creature.
Absolutely.
Eh.
That would. He's lost the flip again. I mean, luckily for him, he's got the GT. Like he can definitely set up that sort of shenanigans. Ranger Vios, which is honestly the card I expected him to play here. He won't be able to actually cast really what he grabs off it because he wants to equip the GT. Izumaru and let's say Elite Vanguard. Oh, okay.
Nope, not equipping.
His hand is okay, so he's just preparing as many creatures as possible. His hand is just top right now, so interesting.
Uh, so is this Flame Tongue kill off Ranger attack with Sun Titan bring back Mountain?
Let's see. Baneslayer is not enough to win in a fight if he has this equipped.
Yeah, and Flame Tongue is going to die from GT when it comes down. GT is deal 4 damage to target creature.
It could. He could. He actually is more likely to save those counters and not immediately use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Baneslayer does anything here. I'm willing to attack first.
I'm not the best player at Magic, by the way. I know various cards and things.
Like my thought here is like he could possibly go for like a double block or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he draws the Ajani, we are dead, DED dead if I don't play Baneslayer. So let's do that. Alright, so he's going to go off and kill some Titan. I don't agree with that decision. I knew it was something he could possibly do, which is why I attacked and let him make the choice of blocking with Ranger. I didn't expect him to do it because Baneslayer shuts off his attack now.
Yep. But he didn't know you had Baneslayer.
No, he did that in response to Baneslayer.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like,
Right.
he absolutely 100% had the knowledge.
You know what would be a cool draw here? Disenchant.
Honestly, the onus is not on us anymore.
Yep.
My opponent's at 4.
Yep. Lost the flip.
Yep. Yeah, like he can't get counters on GTA because I have first strike.
First strike.
So he's just unless this is answered, the game is over. He can't first strike.
Hmm.
So top, and this is the desperation mode top.
Yeah, looking for some sort of burn spell or something. Or removal. Mm.
This card is extremely powerful. Like,
Until it kills you.
well, yeah, but that's how all the. Okay, so this could be a good card. It could be nothing. All right. Looks like it was the second. Did you know our opponent's extremely aggressive?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good combo. Like, Umezawa's Jite is a really good card. It makes decks function. O-Ring makes decks function. But it's not enough.
as I mentioned to my opponent here, I had a game with that mono green splashing ancestral recall deck where my opponent won the flip with Mana Crypt 7 running times.
Ugh.
That was pretty interesting.
You say interesting, I say annoying.
I say interesting. So,
Good game? Good game.
I'll show you this. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, thanks.
we're moving. Okay. So,
There's nothing really we've seen new.
I could bring in all these lands.
God,
Look
we
at
haven't
this.
seen any land destruction. It's fine.
Look at this junk. Anyway, Imperial Recruiter doesn't really grab anything of merit, does it? No, not really.
We want people to block, so Gorahost is lame. Cloud Goat is a 5, and we have a strong 5. Like, I'm looking at Sarkhan for deal 4 damage, but
God, this curve. Whatever, let's just rock.
it's very flat.
No, if we had any on-color fetches, I'd be playing them, so Sacred Foundry would be fetchable. Alright, I would like a keepable 7.
That'd be nice.
I'm on the draw. What did I pick over the...
Sarkhan has a worse Flame Tongue Kabu.
Absolutely. Flame Tongue Kabu's really good.
It is.
Yes, yes, we all want things. I would...
Speaking of things I want, a winning lotto ticket.
I would like the game to start.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's
What's he-
sideboarded. He's ready. He's getting prepared.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he's sideboarding. Or she. They.
Our opponent.
Our opponent.
How about Raid Max?
Raid Max.
Okay, I see removal spell lands.
Yeah, okay. And Inferno Titan. No one wants to help anyone move, I'm sorry. but
That's difficult. Oh! I think I found something. I found the important thing. Crap. Ah!
Ah! It's here!
Okay, good.
So this is creature equip.
Lord. Okay, Splinter Twin.
I think just kill the creature? Or disenchant the Skull Clamp. Because we know he has Jite.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the creature. Like,
Don't forget to play a land.
I have.
Oh, okay. Right, it's only turn 2.
I wish I could play. God, please, if I could. All right, a Johnny.
Cannot equip Skull Clamp.
That's fine. Kind of dangerous, but we'll get to being able to deal with it. So,
Does the Ajani Vengeance target players?
yes.
Oh, okay. So with the duel of the Ajanis.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So I'm going to defer the disenchant choice for a little bit.
yep. So this is +1/+1 counter and then Skull Clamp?
This is dangerous. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. I mean, now we're asking for the Jite, but
Well, either way, I have to like that digs for the GT, you know.
yeah.
Um,
So
I think Ajani needs to kill that.
I think that's fine. And then next turn we play Storm Breath Dragon going at other Ajani
Yes.
so that it doesn't ult
Yes.
and put 22/2s.
Yes. And pro white means we basically will get through.
Yeah.
I like the Storm Breath here. This is going to be really good. This will at least like set him back a little bit, like mana wise, for one more turn.
Yep. He played that on an empty board.
Yep. So he's got nothing. Well,
Uh,
Storm Breath is the play.
yep. I guess we +1 on.
Not until after
Nothing.
the attack. The trick is if he has like a trick or something, I would want to tap down the land that he taps.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and like, whatever, this land or something.
This doesn't untap. Oh no.
Man's got a lot of mana. 2 cards in hand. Alright, so that goes to 4. Storm Breath takes it out.
And then we play Baneslayer, I guess.
Unless we draw a land.
Yeah.
I will play this Inferno Titan immediately if we draw something. It looks like Crater's Claws for 4. Okay. Kind of figured when he started tapping that was coming, but
That's like his biggest spell, except for Bonfire. Inferno Titan, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to just deal 3 damage to Ajani?
well, I can only distribute it straight at him, and I am going to redirect at Ajani. It is easier for me to like do that
Yeah.
to kill Ajani like this.
And then I guess we just.
Yeah, we want the mountain.
Yep.
I
mean, he's heavy white, but his whites are all 1-drops.
Absolutely, we Splinter Twin the Titan, given the chance. Not given the chance.
That's too bad.
So here's the trick I'll probably go with. Ajani kills Ajani.
Yeah, Ajani Vengeance is a -2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So Ajani to take out his Ajani. And yes, I would, because I want it gone. And then he's out of cards in hand.
Yeah.
And a lot of his
So now
creatures
he's-
are very, like, 1-drops, so he has a lot of dead top decks.
Yep.
Such as this Izumaru, or, oh no, Wall of Omens. Okay.
Draw a card is not dead, but
I mean, the blocker is useless here, but...
yeah. 2 mana draw a card is fine.
Yeah, I feel bad for this much land on our opponent's side, because he's much less ready to... Wow.
Oh god.
Okay.
Do you want to dismember that Revelark?
What'll it bring back?
Oh,
Spike shot.
Revelark leaves the battlefield.
Literally, there's no way to stop this from occurring, I guess, is the...
2 or less. Yeah, so that is Leon and Archer and Spike Shot.
Yeah. That's a very strong draw for him. The 2 creatures it gets back aren't terribly good. I could set up Splinter Twin on Baneslayer. You know what?
Is that really good?
Yes, I'll show off how that is.
Okay.
I'll show off the power of the play. It might not be like the best play,
It's better on things with ETB effects.
but it'll be fine.
Okay.
Like I'll show you the trick you might not be aware of with Splinter Twin. I'm guessing from your reaction you're not.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait a bit, but so the trick here is I have a blocker, and now it's the end step. So I put a copy of this into the battlefield that gets removed at the beginning of the end step.
Oh, so next turn you have 2.
Yeah, and I can continue to do this for quite a while, which I will. So Baneslayer and now this one basically has vigilance.
Yeah. And now we can Lightning Helix something he gets back if it's dangerous. I mean, we know it's not that dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably Lightning Helix the Spike Shot Elder. Well,
Yeah.
is that really necessary if he only has that much red? Not especially. Well,
It's an instant speed, so if he shows anything dangerous, we just do it.
yeah. So now Baneslayer leaves. It's the beginning of the end step. So, yes, now I have an angel that makes fake shadow angels that attack for it. Jackal Pup. So, fake shadow angel.
God.
I'm going to show you a cool trick.
So now we attack
Quadruple
with,
fake shadow angel. And now we give him the 4 angel salute. And then Ajani.
52 life.
Yeah, you know what? You don't need an infinite with this combination. You just need the wizard angel shotgun.
Freaking shotgun.
So yeah, like I said, this play actually really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Like yes, it's a bit weird looking, but it's the old Kiki Jiki 22 Darksteel Colossus.
Yeah.
Like 33 usually. You would tooth and nail for Darksteel Colossus Kiki Jiki. Pass the turn. At the end of your opponent's turn, you'd use Kiki Jiki to make a fake Darksteel. Untap, make a second fake Darksteel, and attack for 33. Which usually killed your. It's a nice game of Hearthstone. Yeah.
An angel shotgun seems like something a wizard would do.
It is. I'm very happy with how that just winted. Yeah, the infinites that you can do with that are just very fun.
I wish we had a restoration angel.
Resto Angel would be another infinite actually with it. As long as we still had the Zealous Conscripts, because you would, and in that one you wouldn't need the Splinter Twin attached to those conscripts. You have it on the Resto. You tap the Resto, to make a haste resto that removes the Zealous Conscripts, brings it back, and then you untap just like the first combo.
Hmm.
Except for in this one, you have infinite Restoration Angels. So, anyway, Rabid Sloth.
Hi, I'm Death Fury and Larsha Howls.
From I can't say that really fast. But yeah, hi, I am Death Fear Me. I don't fear him. Okay, I won the
Oh
dice.
no, we're against a Rabid Sloth. I fear this man. Keep?
This is quite good. Both colors, turn 2 Splicer, maybe an early Kavu, and a piece of removal. This could go very well. Our opponent is playing a 43 card deck.
That's strange.
Powerful. But yeah, our infinite is with the conscripts. That's the trick. Yeah, this is 4 power on turn 2.
Which is green-white, huh? Or is that maybe just a fixing land?
Yep. It could be one or the other. Let's go ahead and do things. Hello! So
What's
Blade
up?
Splicer, I'm very happy to have in the deck because it's one of the best Sun Titan targets.
Mm-hmm.
I would like the
Looks like- Wall of Roots. Uh-oh.
I will dismember that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I am willing to dismember this. Like, I mean, it's a bit harsh, but 4 life for 4 life. And ramp gone is ramp gone, so.
Yep.
Now, hopefully he plays something with 3 toughness. E-Witness. I wonder what that gets back. Let's go ahead and remove target.
Power on the board.
Yep, and remove target problem.
Remove target annoying creature.
Yep, we just keep. We're on the front foot this game. Anything I can do to continue putting pressure on my opponent is something I am going to choose to do. My opponent tapping the Savannah there is kind of strange.
Maybe they're mono green.
Yeah, but why would you not leave that up for, like,
Fake tricks.
yeah, fake tricks? SoFi. Well, he can't attack with Wall of Roots, and his blocks look less than stellar.
And we get to kill one. We get to kill Wall of Roots.
I'm not going to kill it before. I'm going to let him block if he wants, because I can use the burn just as effectively.
Why did he make 1 green floating mana? Is he gonna fog?
I don't know.
Wait, he made 1 green floating mana and then didn't do anything with it.
That's strange. I'm going to suspend... I can't kill him because I don't have enough red, but I can suspend this Rift Bolt. This can't attack. Like, this has Defender.
Yeah. This is very strange.
Like, what's your plan, guy? Untap up to 4 forests, so that's like a free play. Like, literally a free play.
Yeah.
So, there's your free. Once your follow-up... The follow-up needs to be incredibly strong. Luckily, Thragtusk is in my deck. Wolfear Silverheart.
Not strong enough.
Yeah, I'm just going to burn my opponent out.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So yeah, my opponent is definitely ramped, but has actually been too slow to stop me. Which is good, that's what the Mox was supposed to do, right? So it's going to ask me to cast this, and I'm going to fire it at my opponent's head. No. And there we are. He's got some powerful moves. No, he's not dead because technically the ability of Chain Lightning to make a copy was still on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
So, Opponent's ramp. What does that say to me? Says to me I want a fast hand like that again.
Yeah.
Um, Disenchant had the Sword of Light or the Sword of Fire and Ice to deal with if I wanted to do that, but I don't know if that's worth bringing in for one target.
Yeah, he hasn't shown us something as crushing as the Cheetah can be.
Yeah, Gnome, I think you might be right on the wake, but I don't like. Is that enough cause? Like, and better question, what would I take out?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's I think that's the harder question is what would I steal? You know, what's not worth it here.
Maybe Hero Bladehold out for something like Gorehost, just so you have a stronger possibility of opening hand. I don't know.
I don't think the Gorehouse is very good against him because of the wall, like that just
Yeah, against the wall, it's nothing. It's
whereas the hero is making guys that just kind of like sidestep.
uh,
Beautiful.
yeah, okay.
Like we're missing early enough action, but this is a like powerful enough relic of Progenitus in the main. Okay.
Interesting.
I don't think we have any interactions that really hoses. I will not lead with that. I will play that on turn 2 if the need arises.
Yep.
Splash Shriekmaw. Man, if I had that Ashiok. Yeah. Like, this hand is not, like, quick or anything like that, but it's what I want, you know? Man, okay. So,
Yeah, I mean,
that makes that
we
turn
get to
4.
Chain Lightning or Dismember something.
Mm-hmm. This is turn 4 as well.
Yep.
Our opponent's 3 is...
Oh, yeah, I think Gnome is right that Relic of Progenitus kills Sun Titan.
Awakening Zone. You. All of a sudden, we have new information. Our opponent is in a rad zone. So, hyper ramp, huh?
Interesting.
I don't like infinite blockers that sack to prevent life gain. Courser.
I think we Dismember Courser.
Yep, I can't do it right now, but the moment I gain priority, I will. Now is the point where I've gained priority. Please leave. Well, Blade Splicer, you're about a turn late. Because this is going to be a Batterskull.
Yep. Having Blade Splicer and Chain Lightning to follow it up is good, but who knows what we'll draw.
Yeah, I would like to get this down as quick as I can.
Yep.
Living weapon. So it's going to be very difficult for me to gain life because he can block sack.
Mm-hmm.
But he only has 2 cards in hand. The fact that he hasn't popped the relic immediately tells me that he must have gas, I would say. Like, he must have something he's ramping towards because he's not digging. And the fact that he's tapping mana and playing Nissa agrees with that.
Nissa for free. Well, sort of free. Brushland is not actually a forest.
Yep.
No, would be cool. Inferno Titan.
I was gonna say anything but land. So we're gonna get a Trump blocker out of the way. I mean, that's what this will be doing for quite a while. I agree. He really shouldn't be keeping the relic around. I don't feel like he has enough. Okay, does he know to sack it? This is a very important question. He does. Okay.
Hmm.
And he used it to sack the relic, meaning he now wanted the card draw. Okay. So I get no life gain and
Yep.
no hitting there. But the playing of Blades Splicer is going to give me a lot of power to try to just power on through.
Yeah, to continue to threaten life totals and Nisa.
Yes.
And we can use Chain Lightning
I would
on
like
dangerous things.
I would like to kill Nissa.
Yeah.
I actually don't understand the untap up to 4 forests there. Like, good
Oh.
lord.
I don't think we have land destruction at all, do we?
No, there's no answer.
Okay, so
The
when
answer,
Greater Gargadon comes down, we kill them.
try to.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a lot of-
Batterskull's not a golem.
Hmm?
Like, why is Batterskull now immortal? Like, I don't think it's immortal
Oh,
at all.
it's immortal. It's immortal. I can pay 3 to return it.
Oh.
It's immortal.
Mm.
Okay, you got a lot of mana. What's your follow-up?
Alright. That's cool.
Fair? The Ball of Mirrors is here. I don't know why you keep untapping those forests. Like, our opponent, Rabid Sloth, should probably be making creatures into the 4/4s. No, we don't have any kind of wrath. We just have mana. Lands are the only currency around here. So I have a play I'm going to make. Gargadon is going to eat this. This is my answer to Mere Battlesphere. A 7/7 first strike lifelink vigilance creature.
Do you want to swing with it?
Absolutely.
Of course!
We'll tag it Nissa.
I mean, he probably
It's
uses the
it's
Drowsy Spawn.
like 100%. But the Gargadon is going to come down as a surprise if the need is next turn. Next turn is where I'm willing to sack lands to get it down, because the hell if I need this much mana. Fake Baneslayer Golem. I think the Disenchant is probably fine here. If he ults Nissa, this game does probably end. Yes, I am.
Oh.
Yikes! He drew that on the one turn I left myself open without 3 mana.
Well, that sucks.
Please don't notice. Also Exalted, you know.
That also is bad, but Chain Lightning. It's a sorcery.
It's a sorcery.
I think, wow, we lose? Oh, wait. Did he get an Exalted trigger? He did. Okay.
Chain Lightning is a a sorcery.
Yeah.
Chain lightning is 100% a sorcery for all those saying things about. Like, I. What is he targeting there?
The golem.
I disagree. So,
I think. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna. Block with Blade Splicer. Okay. Okay.
That was odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I asked about the Exalted trigger is I saw the mirrors tapping, and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
But that's the ability of Mirror Battlesphere.
Yes, it is.
So it got Exalted, then tapped 4 mirrors, and became big. So Gargadon, huh?
It's gonna go down to 1, and I'm just gonna eat a land to put it in play, equip a Batter Skull, and go to town. Koth is not necessary or incredibly helpful here.
It's a good follow-up.
So, how do you like the hugest Gargadon? I mean, he's gonna have Eldrazi Spawn block it forever, just like everything else I do.
Mm.
But it does mean he can't attack me.
Well, he can, but only very slowly.
The greatest Gargadon.
I mean, we can Chain Lightning Nissa next turn to prevent alting.
Koth's second power makes like 4 red mana. So, nothing. Okay, yeah, oh, okay, I'm sorry, Ziggy, I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you were saying on the block, not on the attack. Don't worry about it, that's completely on me misinterpreting that. That's...
No, we have no more equipment.
No, if we draw Stoneforge, that sucks. So, this is dumb. I'm annoyed at this blocker because I really would like the life gain, and I'm going to Chain Lightning Nissa to prevent the ult.
I didn't realize that +1 was permanent.
Yes, that's why I was saying for the last 3 turns my opponent should have been using it.
Yeah.
What's my opponent gonna play next? Another. Okay, the Greaves.
Interesting.
That's not too bad. Also, which one is this one? Ah, the white Eldrazi spawn. The null void Eldrazi spawn, as opposed to the crab. What is even... Okay, so I can't target Mirror Battlesphere. I have absolutely no problem with this. Yeah, top decking is basically my only solace in this game. You know?
Mm-hmm.
This taps for...
A lot.
11.
Yeah.
So that land alone can tap for like a little over 2/3 of the Emrakul, or just like the Ulamog if that were to happen. We are not dead because I have a 13-11 life-linking jackass in play. That's it. This is the only reason I'm not dead.
$13-11 double striker? I like this.
Okay. there's an Elspeth in my deck. If I draw it next turn, we can win. So I have to do this.
Yeah.
I have to prevent that ult. Yes. Again, we can't gain any life because of the Eldrazi spawns.
Yeah, but I mean, hey,
Yes.
if we can jump it in any way,
Alright, so Baneslayer Angel.
looks kind of bad here.
No. I mean, like, comparatively, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is so much better than a Baneslayer Angel, is what I'm saying.
You know what? No, this is a lethal threat. I'll just attack at you. We're not, I'm not even going to, like. Yeah.
And it's too bad we don't have one more land, but
I I could have played Koth, untap the mountain, and then played Silverblade, but I wanted to leave Batterskull's untap up and running just in case.
yeah.
That was a specific choice.
Okay.
So, Elspeth Knight Errant would be a win.
Is he just gonna try to? No, he can't. Like anything he hits with, we gain 13 back.
Yes. Man,
So he
yeah,
has to have 25 damage on the board.
like I said, Inferno Titan would also be a good draw here. I would also accept. Trying to think of other cards that would be good. He just plays Emma Cruel, throws Lightning Greaves on.
Mm.
I'm sad that Emma Cruel is only slightly greater than the greatest Gargadon.
Splitter Turn on the Gargadon? I don't know.
That doesn't do anything because it doesn't
Yeah.
have the lifelink. Inferno Titan would get rid of the Eldrazi spawn.
Yep. Permanently, more or less. Sun Titan getting back Blade Splicer seems okay.
I would accept this. The big thing here is that it means that I will have enough of a board that he's trying to get to a point where he can just all out me. This
Yep.
does leave Batterskull weakened for a turn, but I basically need to do that. Because even if I return planes, it's still vulnerable. There's no getting around it, but this play is too strong to not make.
Yeah, and get 3 creatures on the board.
I have about 3 turns to draw something because Nissa's ult, I think, is liable to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
It does make infinite 4/4s. Alright. Things are back under my... Like, this is very interesting just because of how controlled this is, you know?
It's like watching a slow motion nuclear war.
DEFCON, really. Like, this is the bombs are slowly going up in the air. You can see them landing.
Unit kit, 10 million dead.
Yeah. If I can ult Koth, I would be able to kill the Eldrazi spawns.
Hmm.
So I'm going to attempt to. No attacks because Mere Battlesphere is in the way, but we will do our normal attacks with Greater Gargadon because it continues to eat that. He's getting to a point where he could almost like quintuple block on Greater Gargadon or something like that, but that would be a loss for him, I believe, as well.
Yeah, and Sun Titan just gets eaten by 2 lands.
Right. So there's no, and I only kill